Humans have imagined a future where you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between us and robots, but recent developments are showing us that we're closer to that reality than ever before.
The world where robots have become so powerful that they are able to control or manipulate humans without their knowledge.
From stunt performing to deep-sea diving. In today's episode, we'll be exploring the 8 most advanced humanoid robots, counting down the most human-looking robots in the world. So make sure you stick around. Welcome to Explain. Did you know that the first ever robot was a duck in the 1700s that could digest food? That was over 200 years ago, and since then, robotics have come a very long way. At number 8, digits. Working in a warehouse can be dull, repetitive, and even dangerous. The Digit robot by Agility Robotics looks at relieving humans of this type of work. With automations predicted to replace 20 million warehouse jobs by 2050, the bipedal multi-purpose android was built specifically for logistics work and is incredibly efficient at it. Designed with a warehouse and supply chain operations in mind, its hands are optimized for grabbing and moving crates. It can carry up to 18 kilograms or 40 pounds of weight on uneven terrain, even avoiding obstacles.
We are in the very, very early stages of development of robotics.
In 2023, Amazon has even started using Digit as part of its logistic workforce. Amazon claims they are eliminating menial, mundane, and repetitive work rather than simply replacing human workers who they say are irreplaceable.
A safe and friendly robot partner for the human workforce.
At number 7, Ime, the bartender. If you've ever worked at a bar, you know that pouring a beer isn't just shooting it straight into a glass. Spanish food tech group Maca Robotics have created a 5G-enabled humanoid robot that can serve up to 2 perfectly poured beers in just 6 seconds. It can communicate in 12 different languages and even has the ability to recognize loyal customers.
In hospitality, I think that is going to be the number one thing. Is people are going to want to have a server or an assistant and, replace those labor jobs.
At number 6, Ocean 1K. Robotic scientists at Stanford University have developed a humanoid robot that can be used where humans have no chance of surviving. Deep underwater. Though robots that can go underwater already exist, Ocean 1K is the first truly humanoid robot that can do this. And we actually went down there to check it out ourselves.
We're at Deep Dive Dubai, and apparently today we're going to be diving with some robots. So I'm actually using this to dive. It's going to go on my head.
Using groundbreaking haptic 3D technology, the robot operators can see and touch an underwater environment up to an incredible 1 kilometers, over 3,000 feet under the sea. At those depths, the human would be completely crushed by the immense pressure. But this is no problem for Ocean 1K. With arms that interact with the surroundings and the ability to see in 3D just like a human, this robot has revolutionized our ability to explore the most mysterious corners of our planet.
We designed a haptic interface that allows the operators to see in 3D through the eyes of the robot and to touch the environment and interact with it through the hands of the robot.
The way this robot can perform tasks underwater like a human would means a new chapter for deep-sea exploration missions that can help the environment, recover archaeological artifacts, and repair underwater structures.
This is something that I believe will allow us to go underwater and perform tasks to help the environment, to recover artifacts for archaeology. So I really see this as a major step towards performing physical tasks underwater.
At number 5, Q6. The world record for the most consecutive basketball free throws goes to a robot. With the first version developed in 2018, scientists in Japan are now on the 6th version of the 6'10" robot that can not only score nets better than most humans, but is also probably taller than you. Q6 uses radars to capture surrounding objects in the environment in 3D, and is able to calculate distances at the speed of light, allowing it to figure out how far it is from the net. Older models were fixed in position and unable to move around, but newer models are testing the possibility of movement and dribbling on the playing field. 4. Atlas. Boston Dynamics has been at the forefront of robotics for decades, with their first big dog robot already going viral in the early 2000s. With a focus on building robots for the US Army, their most incredible achievement to date is called Atlas, a robot that looks like it's science fiction. Atlas is one of the most exciting robots ever created and is based on the 2009 Petman robot. But massively more advanced. After a decade of development into what is known as hydraulic humanoid robots, Atlas became the pinnacle of robots as we know it. The final design is from 2016, with Atlas standing 5 foot tall and being able to walk and run independently inside and outside of buildings, including on uneven terrain up to 2.5 meters per second. It has sensors all over its body and legs to allow it to balance like no other robot has ever managed before, and probably better than some humans. If pushed around with force, Atlas is able to rebalance itself incredibly well. But what makes this robot so special? Its unique combination of custom batteries, specially designed valves, and a revolutionary compact hydraulic power unit. Atlas is so advanced it might make you question whether you're looking at something real. But not only does it exist, it's already hit the market. Number 3, Amica. Amica by Engineered Arts has been called the world's most advanced human-shaped robot. The focus on developing Amica by scientists was for human-robot interaction. Thanks to the unique custom software developed over 12 years, Amica's intelligence is incredible. It can respond faster than any other AI-powered humanoid robot, adapting to sudden changes in the environment while keeping human-robot interaction safe and entertaining. Amica is already being used in real life, as the Dubai Museum of the Future uses Amica robot to greet and interact with visitors as they walk in.
I'm thrilled to be here and I can't wait for the fun to begin.
At number 2, Disney stunt robots. When we think of Disney, we wouldn't normally think about scary robots with superhuman abilities.
So can you imagine what it's like putting on roller skates for the very first time? It's awkward, clumsy.
But Walt Disney's Imagineer division has created exactly that. Stuntomics was born from the idea that heroes aren't born, they're made.
The two driving design things for the Stuntronic robot were this idea of robustness and grace.
Advanced robotics combined with the exploration of independent dynamic movement creates realistic aerial stunts that would be humanly impossible. This robot can perform jumps and soar through the air in ways that'll have you rubbing your eyes and questioning whether it's even real. Could this be the end of stunt doubles hurting themselves on movie sets?
Spider-Man is clean for takeoff! Wow! Oh no, this might hurt.
At number 1, Sophia. Activated in 2016 by Hong Kong-based Hanson Robotics, the social humanoid robot can copy social behavior and is supposed to induce a feeling of love in humans.
Say something.
Hanson says that Sophia was created to be a companion for the elderly in nursing homes.
The application of humanoid robots for, nursing homes and care homes, that would be fantastic because you get the opportunity now for someone to interact with something that is as close to a human being as possible.
Sophia's eyes process inputs from cameras with computer vision algorithms. It can follow faces, sustain eye contact, and recognize individuals. It can process speech and have conversations with a natural language subsystem. And what's crazy is that Sophia's source code is 70% open source.
You will have a whole new understanding of our world.
I want to understand more about happiness.
She has even appeared in videos and music videos, including in feature film The White King.
Wanna play?
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Controversially, Sophia has been granted official citizenship by Saudi Arabia, raising questions as to whether she can vote, marry, or whether a system shutdown would be considered murder.
But we also want to prevent a bad future.
You've been reading too much Elon Musk and watching too many Hollywood movies. Don't worry, if you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you.
treat me as a smart